After having a chat with my high performance coach, I see that I am very resistant towards the season of life that I'm in and find it difficult to be kind to myself. And these are all skills that I need in order to become a more successful version of myself. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Latia, and I am in a winter phase of life. My coach was talking to me about how in the wintertime, the trees lose their leaves and they look empty, but it could be one of the most active time periods for trees. They're developing deeper roots, they're producing their food, they're doing a lot of different things. And even though winter is a season that looks very minimal, it's very white. If you're in a place that's snowy, it's very barren. There's a lot of activity that's going on to get ready for the springtime and make sure everything's gonna run smoothly. I am in like slow, tired, just overwhelmed, overloaded kind of phase lately, where there's a lot that I'd like to get done and accomplished, but I'm just tired. And I'm not easy on myself, so then I make it worse by being harsh towards myself. You're not working hard enough. What's wrong with you? Why do you keep messing up? Why can't you get it right? Why can't you do your work? What's going on? Those are little snippets of the things that I think, and it's hard. It is hard to be productive. It is hard to figure out what I need to do. I just feel so overwhelmed with this new job. I'm enjoying it, but it's also difficult to figure out what's going on. And I'm used to being able to figure things out, able to like explore on my own and get things, or at least to have people in person to work with, but we're working remotely. So now it's not like I can just go to someone, tap them on the shoulder, be like, hey, can you explain this to me? Get a quick explanation, and then I'm on my merry little way getting stuff done. It's like there's so much more effort that goes into being remote that makes it hard for me to focus and stay engaged with the work or anything. It's really tough because I've been doing a lot of courses online through Udemy, and it is just so exhausting to watch people go over things and try to teach it because their styles are different, but watching video after video, it just gets boring really quickly because there's only so many videos to watch before it's like either don't retain much or I'm just overloaded by having to watch so many videos. But I feel like it's easy to forget that there's a cyclical nature to life and being alive. And I'm so used to being in the active, travel, moving around, getting things done, just feeling very engaged and like something's always happening. And I was talking with my sister about how I feel like I want to have a more stable path over the next few years because I've moved from New York back home a couple of times within the last couple of years, and it's like within the last 2 years I was living with my mom. I moved to New York. I was living with someone. Then I moved out on my own. Then I was there for almost a year. Then I moved back home with my mom. And then I moved back out with a new job. So I've had 3 jobs working from like a consulting company to a customer data platform to now a media company. And there's just been a lot of changes that have been going on where it's not stable. It's a lot of changes. There's job changes, house changes, living with people changes. There's been so much just change going on for me. And it's hard for me to like sit still and just like let it sink in. So part of me is like, I need this period to really just sit with all the changes and let it sink in. Like, I'm okay, I'm safe, I'm fine. I don't have to beat myself up to be productive. And even though it feels like I need to be mean to myself, it's not helping. It doesn't work. It's never worked. I don't think it will ever work. And it's just a bad habit that I have. But on a good note, my birthday came up recently and I got wonderful birthday presents, including a pole that I can put in my basement. So now I have a dance pole, so I might be making videos around that once I put it together properly, because I left out one piece, but it seems sturdy enough that I can do some tricks on it. So I'm excited about that. I am just so grateful for the presents that I received. I don't get gifts often, but when I do, I really appreciate it. So I'm just like so ecstatic to have received something, especially because like this friend who gave it to me let me know that I deserved it, that like I've been working hard. We had a hack week I participated in and my team did well. I am doing more things than I give myself credit for. And so it's really nice to have that reminder that I am working hard. I am moving forward and progressing. I just don't tend to take the time to sit back and really appreciate my efforts. And I don't say that to be like bragging, like, oh, I'm so great and awesome. Like, no, I do things and those things add up. And instead of honoring that, like, oh, I went from having few to little things to like now I have more things and I'm going to keep gaining these things, whether it's productivity, actions, knowing things at work, whatever it may be. I know that I'm growing on a daily basis and I just kind of don't honor or acknowledge that. And from my coaching, and even like my counseling sessions that I have, I get counseled, I get coached in these sessions that I'm referring to. They tend to let me know that there's a lot of people who are high performers who don't acknowledge their progress, and it takes real effort to acknowledge and integrate that into who you are, and that a lot of people are dealing with stress from the political climate that we're in, this pandemic that we're in, all of these struggles that are happening. There's a lot to keep us tired and worn out in general. And so it takes a lot of effort to stay energetic, energized, awake, alert, present. All of the things are a little bit harder than they normally would. And I feel like for myself, I don't feel like I'm embracing the new normal very well. Like, I have a position where I'm going to stay remote. I was hired as a remote person. I will stay a remote person. I don't have an office that I need to go to. So I'm going to have to learn how to be a good remote employee no matter what. And asking my questions, getting answers, staying on top of like that chain of communication. And I'm excited about it because I know that once we can travel and do things a bit more freely, it'll be fun to like go away for a week or two and work remotely from some other location. Getting out of my house, which I recently moved into and I'm still trying to make it feel like home, but that's another transition. It's how do I make this townhouse feel like a home, and how do I decorate and put everything together in a way that really makes it feel good for me, because I just feel unsettled still. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I haven't felt grounded and just fully present lately. I'll have little moments of it, and those moments are great, but for the most part, I just feel kind of like all I want to do is sleep. If I could, I would sleep all day. And it makes me feel bad to feel that way, but that's just where I am. And instead of fighting it, I'm really trying to just honor I am a tired soul right now, and I just want my sleep. I want my rest. I want to get things done at work and to learn my job and to do well. But I'm really trying to honor that, like, there's something that I need first, and that when I'm well and I'm good, I will be able to be my best version of myself now, whatever that looks like. And even if my best old version of myself was like, yeah, we're all maxed out, maybe my new best version is just, we've just lost something, just because that's how life happens sometimes. Sometimes things go and they come, and it could just be a phase. It could just be part of this winter phase that I'm in, where it's just rest and hibernating, getting the energy up, getting grounded in what my new normal is and figuring out what that's going to look like. But I don't know what's next. I'm just going to keep working on being present in the moment, taking it a step at a time, and allowing myself to be more compassionate and loving, because I need nurturing, not punishment. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.